This is my childhood superhero Golden Boy, and in today's video there really is only one simple question I wanted to answer. Who the heck even is Golden Boy anyways? I know I gave a brief synopsis about him in my previous video, but today I really wanted to dive deeper into Golden Boy's world, his backstory, how he got his powers, power system, his supporting cast, and where his story is heading. This one might be more on the longer side, so I hope you will all stick with me to the end to find out what's to come. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right in and get started. Before you can understand who Golden Boy is, you have to learn about the world he resides in. It isn't like your typical superhero setting, because Golden Boy's world is actually divided up between two separate worlds that mysteriously cosmically collided together, bringing our everyday Earth together with a world similar to it in form called Terra that brings a bunch of supernatural entities, creatures, and cultures along with it. Once the two worlds became one, they also brought with them a strange new radioactive element not native to either of them called anomalite that emits crazy amounts of energy and plays a major part in the stories of my universe. So after many years that the people of both Earth and Terra adjusted to their new realities, while mingling amongst each other, they eventually gave life to a bunch of people born with both Earthling and Terrian DNA, which society has now deemed anomalies. Due to the anomalies' existence being something that never really should have happened, the new leaders of the newly dubbed Earth Terra decided to outlaw the interracial coupling between Earthlings and Terrian, leaving many of the newly formed regions of the world to view anomalies in all kinds of different ways. Some places may accept them with open arms, while others may despise their existence entirely, and some may just be indifferent to them overall. The region that Golden Boy resides in is called Petrichor, a highly technologically advanced super city that is also divided up between the rich topside community known as Bedrock Bay and the less fortunate undercity known as Granite Falls. In Bedrock Bay, the extremely wealthy and intellectually gifted are most valued over anything, being celebrated, and being able to live lives of peace and comfort. The city is also protected from the harsh weather conditions by a huge dome shield generated by the city's powerful mega corporation known as Electrotech, which practically runs the entire city. The residents of Granite Falls, on the other hand, do not live lives with much privilege as the topsiders. They reside within the sea caves below Bedrock Bay and have to fight to survive by any means necessary, whether that's by means fair or foul. The dome shield that protects their sister city does not protect them, meaning that all the harsh weather that crashes into those sea caves is felt by every unlucky citizen caught outside on a stormy day. Petrichor advertises itself as a place where all are welcomed, meaning many anomalies have come there hoping to find refuge. But even though they are accepted, that doesn't mean that they are treated fairly. Many anomalies and their families are residents of the Undercity, and don't usually make it to the top side without external forces assisting them to get there. More on that later. This takes us right into where our story begins, with a young boy by the name of Bowie Basset in the dark and gloomy city of Granite Falls. From a young age, Bowie Basset knew he was meant to do great things. Being born an intellectual prodigy, particularly in the field of robotics, and a naturally gifted gymnastics athlete, Bowie excelled throughout the early years of school, both academically and physically, with ease. Graduating 8th grade at the young age of 10, Bowie believed his life would be filled with the promise of a better tomorrow. But with his mother Goldine struggling to pay the bills and put food on the table, Bowie dropped out of school right before entering high school to try and help support himself and his mother, before becoming completely homeless. In the beginning, Bowie really did try to find honest work, but after being turned down by job after job, Bowie began to look for means of earning money in less than ideal ways. In the next 3 years, he began to help local gangs commit crimes, using his high IQ and athletic prowess to hack into security systems and break in through smaller spaces many other criminals couldn't. This would all lead to a job in Bedrock Bay, biggest job Bowie had ever done, going completely wrong. Being arrested and taken into holding by the authorities, Bowie believed this is where his life would have been ended. Thankfully for him, someone very important was visiting the bank that very same day. Dr. Silas Zygote, the owner of Electrotech, was astounded to find out that someone so young was able to hack into one of the most advanced security systems on the planet, and decided that this kid's future couldn't be wasted on petty thievery. So he bailed him out of jail, and after going out to lunch and having a clash of ideals, Bowie wondered why Silas bailed him out. Silas tells him he was once like him, a kid with loads of potential and little to his name. Someone once took a chance on him, and now he's the owner of a powerful company that practically runs the city. Silas hands Bowie a flyer to a scientific competition that offers the winner a scholarship to the underprivileged youth of Granite Falls to attend Bedrock Bay School for gifted kids for completely free. Tells Bowie he believes if he applies himself, he can go on to do great things. Sometime later, Bowie eventually wins the scholarship, which allows he and his mother to move to the top side, aka a chance at a better life. Silas even offers Goldie a job at Electrotech, and things finally seem to be going good for them for a change. Things in these types of stories never stay good for very long. Sometime later, after moving to Bedrock Bay, Goldine is assigned to go on a top-secret business trip outside of Petrichor, leaving Bowie to temporarily stay with one of Goldine's closest friends, Anita, who also happens to be the mother of one of Bowie's oldest friends, Tamira. More on her later. Before leaving, Goldine apologizes for missing Bowie's first day of high school and gives him her pendant necklace for good luck. Engraved with the initials GB for Bowie Basset, she tells Bowie that he is her little golden boy, and she knows he is going to be someone special someday. Before hugging him goodbye and leaving. Thinking to himself, Bowie says, "It's only 2 weeks. It could be worse," he thought. He didn't know how right he was. 2 weeks turned into 2 years very quickly. Goldine being deemed a missing person and presumed dead due to the harsh weather conditions that have plagued the world ever since the cosmic collision of Earth-Terra. At the end of Bowie's summer break, as he works on his summer robotics project with his lab partner Emiliano, more on him later, Bowie believes he is ready to accept what happened to his mother as a mere accident and finally move on. But fate had other plans as Bowie accidentally discovers a flash drive hidden within the pendant necklace his mother left for him. On investigating it a little further, Bowie discovers a video recording of his mother hidden within the flash drive files. As he watches it, he learns that his mother believes she had discovered something she was never supposed to find, as she plays a clip from a security camera that shows Dr. Silas Zygote discussing the construction of a machine powered by an abundance of anomalite fragments that he believes will finally separate Earth-Terra back into 2 separate worlds. When one of his colleagues discusses the possible casualties of the anomalies affected by the machine's success, due to their DNA not truly being of either world, possible separation of the 2 worlds could result in the annihilation of the anomaly race as a whole, tearing them apart alongside the worlds if the machine is successful. Dr. Zygote says it's a sacrifice he is willing to make in order to save the Earthling race from complete extinction, as the recording cuts out. Bowie, confused as to why his mom is showing him this, learns from her that she never told him he is in fact an anomaly, and if this machine is successful, he along with all the other anomaly people will be exterminated. Dun dun dun. So knowing what he has to do, Bowie travels to the Electrotech building in the center of Bedrock Bay and successfully breaks into their labs and testing facilities. Taking out his phone to record evidence, Bowie sees a bunch of Electrotech employees harvesting large amounts of anomalite in very unsafe work conditions. Looking at other monitors, he sees how the radiation emitting from the fragments are beginning to twist and change the minds and bodies of the workers affected, and how Electrotech is testing and experimenting on them after completely losing their sanity and bodily autonomy, becoming twisted versions of the people they once were. Before he can gather any more evidence, the security alarms go off and the building goes on lockdown. With a bunch of guards moving in on Bowie's location, with limited options, he runs into a darkened room before getting trapped inside. As the doors close off, a pod in the center of the room begins to open. As a strange, blinding light emits from the pod. As Bowie approaches it, he trips and falls onto the anomalite fragment resting inside, causing a huge burst of energy to radiate throughout his entire body. As the room becomes engulfed with cosmic light, Bowie becomes disoriented for a moment. As he regains himself, he sees someone he doesn't recognize in the reflection in the glass looking back at him. Metallic gold skin, metallic gold hair, and pale white eyes is the image now reflecting back at him, as this new, biological armor now covers his entire body. Before he has a chance to panic though, the armed guards break into his hiding spot, and begin to unload heavy fire into the golden boy standing before them. As they shoot, Bowie learns that his new shiny appearance is more than just a fashion statement, as the bullets bounce completely off of him, showing he is completely indestructible. So after testing out his newfound strength and durability on the guards, Bowie uses his newfound superpowers to break out and escape the Electrotech building. As he returns to Emiliano's workshop, and his bio armor begins to slowly fade in and out, he learns that his phone was damaged during the scuffle, leaving him without any evidence against Electrotech. So he knows he has to go back, but in his condition, being so unbelievably heavy to move around, he needs something that can help him maneuver around more effectively when armored up. So he takes his and Emiliano's summer project, a robotic exosuit that springs onto its wearer after touching the base of its device that attaches on a necklace's, in this case, Bowie's pendant. There's obviously a lot more to this origin story that I left out, but I kind of want to save it for future videos, or maybe even a full-length comic book someday if this project ever gets that far. Fingers crossed. And for those wondering, I know gold in real life standards isn't that strong of an element, but in this case, his armor isn't like average gold. Where the armor is directly connected to Golden Boy's physiology, the strength of his armor is completely based off his will to use it. To put it simpler, if he is mentally weakened, his armor will be more vulnerable, but if he were bloodlusted, he'd have a better chance at breaking through bedrock in Minecraft survival. Another power of his I wanted to mention is his minor healing factor when armored up. Because his armor is directly connected to his body's autonomy, he will heal faster than the average person when armored up, He won't be able to heal to the crazy extent of someone like Deadpool or Wolverine, but he will be able to bounce back from a fight more quickly. His exosuit will also evolve as the story continues, as it is still in its standard form when the story begins, but all the cool upgrades will be added over time to help him take on whatever threat he's facing that issue. Originally in this video, I wanted to talk about the two main members of Golden Boy's supporting cast, Tamira and Emiliano, but due to time constraints on this video, I've decided I'm going to save these two for the next video, which will be all about them and a secret third member of the cast who likes to play with Golden Boy's heart. So closing out this video, I wanted to give you guys a glimpse into where Golden Boy's story is heading and what his journey will look like after receiving his powers and exosuit. Obviously, he's going to go back to Electrotech to try and retrieve some more evidence against the company, but this time, someone will be waiting for him there. If you couldn't tell throughout this video, I have been dropping hints to who Golden Boy's main antagonist through this era of his story will be, and after the upcoming supporting cast video, I will be doing a video all about the first batch of villains Golden Boy will be facing on his journey, so stay tuned for that very soon. So to finish this one off, I want to give a big thanks to everyone who has been patiently waiting for this next video to come out, because I know it took a lot longer than I originally anticipated it would to finish. The overwhelming support we received from the first video, getting up to over 1400 subs over just one video, when I was expecting maybe like 15 and maybe 100 views if I was lucky, is just absolutely amazing. I cannot explain how grateful I am to all those who subscribed, liked, commented, or even if you just watched the video. I am so unbelievably thankful to each and every one of you. It honestly took me by surprise, and it's why I was so unbelievably unprepared when I was trying to get this other video out and ready for you guys. So much happened in such a short amount of time on here and in my personal life that I was very much scrambling to try and get everything back on track moving forward. Now that I am more prepared, I am determined to try and be more consistent with posting and get videos out to you guys as quickly as I can. I also want to give a huge shout out to my editor, because a lot of you guys commented about the editing in the video, and I just wanted to give credit where credit is due. If you remember this guy in my first video, yes, one of my brothers, was originally going to help me do the editing for the first video to help me get started, because I have no idea about anything about editing. But after talking and rekindling that passion we had as kids for these types of stories, he's actually become a full-time member of the Nicholas Knight team and will be editing all my videos going forward. So please hype him up in the comments below. It is very well deserved. Love you, my brother. Anyways, there's a few other things I wanted to address from the comments on the last video. You want to draw fan art? Alright, bet. Where is it? I want to see it. And if any of you artists out there want to draw my characters and happen to be on Instagram, please post them and tag me in them. Give me a follow. Give me more of a reason to actually use my Instagram, please. A lot of you left comments about collaborating with Xanderflix and his Bullet Boy character. I actually am a fan and would love to work with him one day, but I don't think he even knows I exist. So if you guys want to see it happen, please put me on his radar, and maybe someday Bullet Boy / Golden Boy crossover could actually happen. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Have a great day and an awesome